Hello there and welcome to another game analysis video. I am Grandmaster Throstur Thorhallsson from Iceland, and this was my third game during the Icelandic League, the second part of the Icelandic League. The first part was played in 2019. 4 rounds were played this weekend. 5 rounds were played in the previous weekend in 2019. So finally we got to finish it. And well, I already analyzed my first 2 games of the weekend on the channel. You can check them out. So this was my third game. And a tough opponent that we got in this game. And a tough opponent for me because I was playing board 3. Because of the pandemic, we didn't have as good a team as we had in the first part, so we didn't have 2 Grandmasters and 1 very strong FIDE master, so I was board 3. And in this game I played against Grandmaster Throstur Thorhallsson, and we've played many times. I think we have well over 10 classical games, and we even have a very cool game where we have kind of a world record. I think I have a video. I must have a video. I'll link to it. Where we have a world record where neither of us moved a king during the whole game. I think it was something like 46 moves. And he won that game. I have some wins against him. Fond memories. I beat him in the French in the Icelandic League. We have some draws, but I think overall he has the upper hand naturally. But we had some up and down battles. And we have a lot of battles in the French defense. And once again, that's what we played. Knight c3 and bishop b4. And he has played almost everything against me here. He used to play almost exclusively this line with after I usually play knight e7 or c5. Doesn't really matter. Let's say knight e7. He would play bishop d2. c5, he would play this line. So we have a game in this. I think that one ended in a draw. He has played a3. I take on e4. He played this. I played a line that I learned from the games of Predrag Nikolic. I played this. That game I won. We have played. He has played queen d3. I think that game ended in a draw. Icelandic League as well. And he has even played bishop d2 here immediately. So in this one he went for e takes d5, which he hasn't played against me previously. And I was relatively happy to see that, because it's basically the exchange French, and it's not a very dangerous line. But white, I mean, he has a slight edge in some lines. You have to be careful. Equal position doesn't mean the game will always end in a draw, and we'll see that. So even though the game progresses slowly here, knight g to e7, we both castle, bishop f4, bishop f5. Now he played, I'm offering trades. I wasn't sure if he wanted to offer a draw, so I was kind of, making the moves that would, facilitate him offering a draw. But then, after a few moves, I realized that he was looking to play. So, having, seen that in the next few moves, I would have played this move differently. I want to see, once again, it's probably not this one, it's probably this one. This is Runar. Yeah, this one. ASMR. So a3, I played bishop d. I spent 6 minutes here. And we both played relatively fast, because I thought this might not be a real, a game. It will be a draw offer. But I think, if I'm playing this online, I will take on c3. And I should have done that, because I feel more comfortable in these lines. If he takes with a knight, I'll take on d4. So he has to take with a pawn. And I'm quite happy with these lines. We will trade bishops at some point. And I'll try to play for the c4 square. I might even, try to get a trade here, or get a trade here. And I'm happy to play with the pawn on c4, knight d5. Those lines I played a lot in blitz, so have a lot of actual playing experience there. But instead I played bishop d6 because I thought, he was not looking for a game. But now, I mean, it's still, we're having some trades here. I take on f4. He won a pawn, but I win it back on d4, no matter how he takes back. I took with a c knight. And he plays c3. So this, we thought for a while I should go back, because he thought after a3, bishop d6. We both had a lot of time here. Okay, he was down. He thought 20 minutes for the whole game up till bishop d6. And then he thought for 11 minutes on bishop takes f5. He was calculating, trying to find something. I took rather quickly. He took quickly. I took quickly. He thought for a bit here how to take on f4. Took with a d knight. I spent 2 minutes here. So I had a nice time match here. After c3, knight takes and queen takes. He's down to 49 minutes. I have 1 hour and 11 minutes. And for some reason, the move queen g5 appealed to me. And the reason is I want to connect my rooks kind of with tempo. Even though position is symmetrical, if I play like a nonchalant move, like, here, attack the queen. He might play something like this, attack this. And then he's first to the lines. To the open lines, like rook here, maybe knight d5. Then he starts pushing c4, b4. And, it's not much, but it's something to play for, slightly better pieces. So I thought queen g5, attack the knight. g3. And same thing here. If I play rook e8, I think he plays here, gets the knight to d5. So I thought knight d6 is clever. The knight is still centralized, cover some squares. Cover the pawn, more importantly. And he can't play knight d5 yet. So I thought this was a good move. He played rook at d1. And I played rook e8. And now he played queen f3. And still, this is a little bit annoying. And originally I wanted to play queen f6. But it might still be annoying if he just plays, like if I play here, he just plays king here to cover the queen, and then knight here. We have a trade, this is hanging. c4, c5, slight pull, not much, but I was happy to find this move, queen f5. And he agreed with me. Now I pin the knight, and I'm covering some squares. If he plays king g2 now, I think the difference is I was going to play rook. What's the difference? Maybe he can play king g2 here. After queen f5, he played rook d2, which was not a good move. So what happens here? I had something in mind. Probably I was just going to play here, rook d8. Knight d5 taken, play c6. So why was I so happy about... Actually, I can't remember. It's just a few days ago. I thought there was some difference between queen f5 and queen f6. There's some slight difference. There are some lines where you can play knight h5 and hit my queen, but now I can't. But honestly, I can't remember all of a sudden. Anyway, he played rook d2, which was kind of a good thing. Now it's down to 28 minutes, and now I have knight c4. He wanted to double, but now I get the knight to a very nice square on e5. And here I felt like, all my troubles are behind me, and I should be absolutely fine. And he offered me a draw after queen h5. Now, he's an expert in this. The well-timed draw offer. He's been playing completely risk-free, and the position is still close to draw, equal. Equal and draw is not the same. Close to equal. But I have a slight initiative now. I can play queen e4, which is annoying. Like queen here. He'd have to go back to d1. And, okay, I can give this check, but he has king h1, so it doesn't really do anything. But it's still annoying. But what I was thinking about before accepting the draw offer, I thought about going for the ending. Here, c6. And if rook back, then rook d8. And then something like knight c4, knight here. He can never play rook here because knight check. And the computer confirms it's like, slight 0 point something for black. But he can play rook d6. And still, it's slightly better for black. I have this in the air. I can't play it yet because this and this. If I go here, he's just gonna, double. But I might have chances to play for a pull with like a5, a4, and then go for this. And then b5, just try to pin this pawn down. But like I said, he's a master at this. I've kind of been playing for a draw, of course, for the whole game. So before I have a chance to turn it around, he asked the question, are you sure? Do you want to up, wait. You can take a draw now. And I took it, But, I started well. I had these, 2 out of 2. So I was quite happy to get a draw with black against the Grandmaster. And, well, this, checking the chess results after the game, I saw that on board 5, which was my, official board, I was doing quite well. I was the top scorer on board 5 in terms of rating performance, scoring 24-45. And this is what I was talking about when I said that I would talk about it later. The thing that Stefan was mentioning in the comments. Stefan. So I saw this performance, 24-45. To get an IM norm, you need a rating performance of 24-50. So this tournament, I'm at that level. So I'm thinking like, why not pursue tournaments a little bit more? Try to get that final norm, because I can definitely play close to this level, because these games haven't been like fully prepared. It's kind of a relaxed atmosphere, but still I'm capable of performing at this level. So I want to give it a go, play some more tournaments, get my final IM norm, and then see if we can increase this rating. I got a nice rating boost over the weekend, I think about 10 points. My last round game was a complete non-game. Our squad had nothing to play for. We were locked in 4th or 5th place. Same for our opponents, so I offered to draw pretty early. I didn't get the lineup prepared, so I didn't really have any fresh ideas, so I offered to draw really early. I don't want to waste time looking at that game, to be honest. And we were both quite happy to draw after, the 4th classical game in less than 48 hours. Like I said, it's a tight schedule, so quite happy. And the final result was a plus 10 for me, and my team finished in the top 6, which was our goal, to qualify for the kind of a Super League, which will be a new format for next year. So everybody was happy, and I was happy. Pretty good. So see you next time. Over the weekend, I will have the coming weekend, I will have a rapid tournament in the north of Iceland. Hoping I get the chance to have some kind of a log, so you can get a behind the scenes look at what goes on during the tournament. I hope it goes well, and like I said, that's the plan. So we'll see. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.